Folks, we're back on the
3.9.
first Mercury kicker. Just filling the water up. I'm going to give it a quick start here. But first, I just want to say thanks to all the subscribers. Appreciate you subscribing. Hit that like button if you like what you see. I've got everything back together. I got the fuel pump back together. I believe I fixed my leak problem. I've gotten a couple of recommendations about shortening this hose. A couple of the messages I got from people out there, they were saying that this hose is much too long for this little pump to handle. So I believe that. But I'm going to try it the way it is, just for now. When I get it in my boat, I'll probably shorten this quite a bit, and just so that it's probably half the length from the bulb to at least to the motor, if I can get away with that. But anyway, I'm going to try and fire her up. We'll see what happens, so stay tuned. Prime it up. Choke. And okay, here we go. See what happens. Primed, choked. Okay, well, I'm not going to run it any longer than that. I know she runs. She don't leak. Fuel's good. So that's successful. I think that's a good start. Now I think I'm going to be pulling the lower unit down, replacing that water pump impeller. So maybe I could tweak the air mixture screw a little bit, get it running a little smoother. That's right there. But I think we're good to go. I'm gonna tear it down, see what I need, order my parts, and then I'll get it back together. And if you stay tuned, you'll see it running even smoother than this. So, but I'm real happy with the way it turned out. It was a pain in the butt. This thing had me. I had it down 3 or 4 times. I don't know. I lost count. Trying to get that fuel to seal up, but I finally did it. And what I did is I ended up using another. I bought 2 packages. One rebuild kit for the pump came with 2 check valves, a diaphragm, and a gasket. The other kit was just a gasket kit. So I had double gaskets of everything for the pump. So what I did is I sandwiched the rubber bladder in between two of the gaskets, and that sealed it up good. So maybe that isn't correct. If there's anybody out there that tells me that why I shouldn't do that, I'll take it apart again and redo it. But for now, it's working. So I'm happy with it, and I'm going to leave it alone. So if you want to chime in and you want to tell me what I did wrong there, or if there's anything wrong with sandwiching that bladder in between two gaskets before reassembling that pump, I'm more than glad to hear your comments. So stay tuned for the disassembly of the lower unit. Okay, first I want to check the oil in this thing just to make sure it's got something in there. If there's any water now that might have collected in the lower unit. Okay, all right, this might be a little better. Maybe you can actually see this, because this is the first time I'm looking at it too. So I don't know what's going to come out of there. Oh, good. That looks like pretty good oil there. It looks skanky, but it but it definitely looks like oil and no water. So I'm happy to see that. So maybe what I'll do is I'll let this drain out and out. Let that drain. At least they're loose. Looks like somebody's been here before. At least done some servicing on this, so I'm glad to see it. Huh. I don't see any seal on these, on the screw though. That's not a good thing. They should have a seal on that. Oh well. Making sure that's all going to be drained out before I... Not much in there though. Very little. Very little. Of course it's a small unit, so. Alright, I'm going to give that about 10 minutes, let that drain. And maybe I'll put a seal test on it, a vacuum test and a pressure test, and see using my mini vac gauge, and see what if that lower unit is sealed up, and if it'll hold 10 pounds of pressure for at least 30 seconds, I would hope. Actually, putting it up in the maintenance position on the kickstand is allowing actually more oil to flow out, so I'm going to leave it up there like that for now. Okay, so get this in nice and snug. So hopefully she don't leak, and I'll see what happens. Got the screw back in. Didn't come with a washer on it, and I didn't have one to put on it, so I'm just going to try it this way and see what happens. See if she'll hold pressure. Oh, this is vacuum, so let's go in the negative direction. So let's see what happens. That's at about 20 pounds, 19 pounds in the negative. So yeah, she's holding. Hasn't moved, so I'm at least 10 seconds. That's a very good sign. So we'll try it now. We'll switch switch it over. Yeah, like that. Okay, and then we'll increase air pressure, and we'll go to 10. Now it's actually 11 pounds now, and we'll hold it. Oop, I hit the button, folks. Sorry. We'll start over. That's 12 pounds. That's been at least 10 seconds. So I'm going to give this some time. I'm going to let this sit here for half an hour. And if I don't see any changes, I'll come back. Oh, I just hit it. Hang on, I'll do it correctly. I'll have to set this down somewhere. I don't want to get too much pressure in there. I'll put it at 12 pounds. 12 pounds. Let's see if I can set this without triggering it. That's good. All right, I'm going to go back and I'm going to wait 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I give it half an hour. I'll give it half an hour. Okay, so it's been 37 minutes, and we'll take a look, see where if we've lost any pressure over that time. And it's at 12, so I believe it was either 12 or 13. I think it was 12 that I left it at, so it hasn't dropped 1 pound. So that's very good. So I'm going to say that this passes and that the seals are in good shape. Okay, now that I know that the seals are good, I'm going to pump this full of, I use Lucas synthetic gear oil. A lot of people use a marine grade. I believe that this is just as good. It's a gear oil 75 by 90 weight. A lot of people might not like that decision I make, but I've used it. I've used it on many of my motors and never had an issue. So Lucas brand is, I think, is pretty good. So much more editing. Okay. Get in there. I don't want to lose too much of that. Okay, that's not bad. No. Screen under that. I don't know if you can see that, but this particular motor has a pickup screen right under it, under the bottom portion there. There's a stud there with a nut, and this just has a pickup screen on it underneath there. So I've got that. I've got here a nut here, right here. You can see it. Oh, here, right there. And I believe that's it. I don't think there's anything else to take off of this, and that thing should come out of it. Yeah, okay, good. Here it comes. That wasn't too bad.